let me again, I'm still in front of my white thing. I'll get the green screen up. I'll put up a green screen and we'll try some experiments with that. See if you like it better. Anyway, I've got a green screen. I've had a green screen for years and never used it. Typical me. Anywho, I want to talk a little bit about phenotypes because I was in a little Twitter conversation. I didn't stay in it because the person was just too stupid to continue. It's like, you know, there's a level of stupid that becomes, you begin to think it might be catching, you know, that you might actually gain stupidity from stupid people. And it's a bit worrying, so generally I speak, no, fuck you, I'm out of here. Anyway, this person was talking about phenotypes, which the phenotype is the observable characteristics of an individual, such that it can be categorized. So you would take man. Man is a phenotype, right? It's not a sex, it's a phenotype. Woman is a phenotype. It's not a sex. It's a phenotype. It's expected to have certain physical characteristics and behavioural characteristics. And of course what we find when we do that is that trans women, ladyboys, transsexuals, let's keep it clear, transsexuals who are incredibly feminine, usually very pretty and just gorgeous, you know, they fall into the woman's phenotype with no difficulty. It's more difficult for female to males because they're generally much smaller than the average for men. Bit more difficult for them, but some of them can do it. They're extremely masculine and they just look like guys. So they match the phenotype man. Now, to give you an example of why this is important, this person, this thicko, that's what we'll call it, this thicko, started on about, oh, a person I posted a pic of, oh, look at the narrow hips, look at this, look at that, look at the other. I'm going to show you a picture of Debbie Harry. Have a look at Debbie. Debbie is gorgeous by any measure. She's absolutely gorgeous. She has broad shoulders, extremely narrow hips, small breasts and a big head. And yet Debbie was an absolute icon of female beauty in the late 1970s and through into the 1980s. She was considered to be one of the most beautiful women on the planet. And there's no question that Debbie is actually female. So all of this stuff that these people, and they're often, sad to say, feminards, you know, particularly the TERF type feminard, I mean, they're just so unbelievably stupid. You know, it's eye-watering. It's like, God, dealing with you people, it hurts. You're worried that it might, you might catch their stupidity. So let's be clear. There are many transsexuals who perfectly well match the feminine phenotype, the woman phenotype. And this happens because of a very simple thing that, of course, you know, a thicko-feminard never even considers, which is natural variation. They always take, oh, there's an extreme form or a typical form and say, all women are like that. They got the big hips and the saggy bums and all the rest of it. In fact, there is a huge range of variation. Absolutely vast. Some girls actually look very like, well, adolescent males, and some males look very much like adolescent females. This phenotype thing is bullshit because it's an attempt to, well, when it's used like that, it's an attempt to take an average and assert that it actually applies to everyone equally. Well, it doesn't. It absolutely does not. Debbie Harry is an absolute case in point. But there are many, many, many millions, probably billions of others, both male and female, who just don't fit the phenotypes. Their natural variation, which occurs in all living things, has pushed them, out of that particular pocket. So, feminards, before you start spouting science and pretending that you actually know something, which you don't, do try reading books. Really, 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 it will help. It will stop you making yourself look quite so stupid. And by Christ, you managed to do that all right, don't you? Bye.